So the book of Judges teaches us a principle. Look at this. That our lack of persistence will result in a lack of obtaining. I know you don't got it. Maybe because you quit too fast. God gave them this land. But because the Amorites were too tough, they stopped fighting. Everybody else conquered their land. Everybody else did what they needed to do, but because the Amorites was too tough, they stopped doing what they need to do. The book of Judges teaches us another principle. What's that principle? When I'm not satisfied with what God has given me, I'll begin to fight to have what he's given you. You missed it. They didn't want to work for what God gave them. They wanted to extend their energy to fight to take what God gave somebody else. And so now they want to fight for somebody else's land when the land that God gave them is fine, and here's play on words, and it's purposeful. Their land was fine and dandy, tribe of Dan. Did you see what I did? They got to give them a little bit more credit than that. It was fine and dandy, but they didn't want to fight for their land. They wanted somebody else's land. Program. Look at this principle, because we're moving quickly. Look at this. The book of Judges teaches us another principle. This is so good to me. I got to teach these 2 chapters again. It said, my heart, this is where our heart must be postured. This is how our heart needs to be postured. My heart must be postured in a way, look at this, that I have the ability, look at it, that I have the ability to respond to instruction as well as affirmation. This hired priest is only there just to say what the people want him to say. And he's only saying what the people want to hear him say, because that's the only thing they want to receive. And so oftentimes we cripple our lives. This is so good. This is the second best thing I'm saying today. We cripple our lives because we don't have the proper counsel. We limit our reach. We limit our capacity. We limit what it is that God desires to do in our life because we only want to get affirmed. And if someone tells me something different from what I want to hear, we call them a hater. The book of Judges teaches us a principle. When a person will compromise to benefit you, listen to me closely, it's only a matter of time before they compromise to hurt you. This brother was only there because he compromised to be there. He's not supposed to be his little personal priest at this man's house, at Micah's house, but he compromised. Say, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'll be there. It's only a matter of time. The same person compromised for you, they're going to compromise to hurt you. So watch people who's always cutting corners for you. The book of Judges, do you have this on your paper? The book of Judges teaches us a principle. A life, look at this, of manufactured blessings. That's a manufactured blessing. This brother lived a life of manufacturing his own blessings. Will eventually lead to a life of emptiness. When you're used to taking matters into your own hand and manufacturing your own blessings and doing what you want to do when you get ready to do it, you don't ask no questions. You don't pray. You don't get no counsel. You don't care what nobody say. Your mama say, your grandma say, your auntie say, your cousin say, your daddy say. You don't care what nobody says. You're just manufacturing your own life. You're going to end up like my man here, my brother Micah. Give me that verse again with brother Micah. What he said, you took my household gods. And look what it says at the bottom of the verse. I have nothing left. I'm empty. That's what idolatry does to you. It leaves you empty. The book of Judges teaches us a principle. A life of isolation leaves me vulnerable to the enemy. I know you out here doing your own thing. I know you grown and gone. I know you don't need nobody. But whenever it is you live a life of isolation, you cut everybody off. You cut yourself off from the house of God. You cut yourself off from accountability. You cut yourself off from a spiritual leader. You cut yourself off. You don't call this person. Don't invite this person because you don't want to hear accountability. You're leaving yourself open for the enemy to have his way with you. On behalf of everyone at Truth and Love Ministries, we want to thank you for joining us for our virtual worship experience.
We want to thank you for your likes and your shares, your comments and your emojis. But we also want to invite you to partner with us as we continue to be the hands and the feet of the Lord Jesus Christ. You do know that he told us that we ought to feed the hungry, we ought to clothe the naked, and we ought to be the church. And you can help us to continue to do just that through your generosity. And there are 3 easy, safe, and secure ways that you can do just that. You can text the word TILJAX, one word, TILJAX to the number 77977. You can go to our website, www.truthandlove.tv, or you can go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, search for Truth and Love Jax, download our app, and you can give that way. We thank you for your participation. We thank you for your generosity, and we love you, and we'll see you next time. Here comes the church. God bless you.